Memory.
Checking Wii memory. Make
Alright.
a new sci-fi.
File. Sengoku Basara. Capcom.
Starting fresh.
MT.
Yes.
I've been seeing a lot of that Capcom because Monster Hunter.
In
Oh,
Dolby.
boy. Oh, I remember this now.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's TM Revolution, alright.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And it's kind of in English too.
Yeah, I think for this version it was a English dub translated version.
It sounds like them though. That's the cool thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad for English.
Yeah. And I've seen all of the actual animation of this that covered this stuff too, so I'm not entirely brainless now. Instead of when I came in this before and I'm like, huh, there are things. So I've not played a Musou type of game since that. Well, okay, I played Hyrule Warriors, but that's it.
Yeah, that came out recently. It's
yeah.
probably the most recent example of that franchise. I mean, that genre.
Yeah. I was like, I need all the DLC, and I did, and then Monster Hunter came out, so I'm still stuck with the Majora's Mask DLC. I'm dating the start of this LP already.
Yeah, I'm James. I'm hosting this. I'm gonna be playing this game.
We're doing a thing, aren't we?
Yes.
I'm Anthony. I'm Anthony. I don't really do anything of note on the internet, except now, because I didn't like the sound of my own voice on the internet.
Yeah.
Here I am.
I'm not that quite confident of my own voice either, but oh well. I'll have to get over it.
At least to me, you don't sound like a girl. I do. So this is Sengoku Basara.
Indeed it is. And it is awesome.
It's a pretty cool game. It's... What if we took Samurai Warriors and made it more anime?
Yeah, I remember when we were watching the anime series, we were comparing it to Exalted.
Oh, that was... Dan was.
Oh, Dan was?
Well, he's... Because I didn't know what the hell Exalted was. Then I found out about Exalted, and I'm like, oh. You know, that actually fits. Alright.
Starting the game. Press A.
Press A. So when you told me we were going to be doing an LP of this, my first thought was, this is probably going to be the most boring thing ever. Because you're going to kill like 5 dudes, and then everything will be exactly the same.
It was...
Well, anyway,
Sengoku Basara, you got different characters, 6 at the start.
Right.
You're playing at this guy start.
Playing as Ieyasu.
Let us unite and form a...
Oh boy.
Gotta be playing on normal.
Normal. I'm just trying to think. I'm just remembering voices.
Yeah.
It still boggles me that in the previous game he was like 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then
he really manned up between second game and this game.
And here's
Unity.
Toyotomi Hideyoshi,
There is
right?
nothing more
Yeah.
powerful than the will of people,
he's like,
united for a cause.
Right.
Hideyoshi Toyotomi, if you continue to try
and
and
in the anime
force
he's
your will
like
upon
16
this
feet
land.
tall. Ridiculous.
We'll see the scale of
I will
his
stop
hand
you.
compared to someone else
This
soon.
land will be joined by the bonds of
Okay.
peace.
Well, spoilers, sorry.
There's
I remember
sort of see a scale between those two.
Yeah, it's not quite as ridiculous as it was in the show. And it could be more ridiculous. and then we have
Yes.
he's kind of an emo guy.
Lord Hideyoshi.
He always kind of was, and he only gets worse.
Well, he might be too angry for emo.
Okay, it's true. He's just pissed off all the time.
Yep.
But then again, there's also the one point where he actually cries tears of blood. So that kind of says something.
So yeah, we just killed that guy.
Oh yeah, I totally punched him to death. It was awesome. It was a sick fight that we couldn't film. I want to see that fight! I'm gonna get my gun to just fly away. Oh, be playable later.
Shush.
I'm not good at this. I'm bad with spoilers. If a guy looks important, he's probably playable.
See, look at that.
Yeah, I know.
That's a huge hand.
That's the right scale.
Look at the fur on that.
Ieyasu,
Yeah, I remember that line.
will kill
Listen to the English after, like,
Through the
after
bonds
hearing
made between
the Japanese
warriors,
audio. Still
we
pretty good.
will know peace again.
I think they hit it, actually. Even though,
Got some pretty big name voice actors in this one.
well, no, even though the animated version of this didn't come out until, like, several years later.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So yeah, if you're familiar with a Musou type game, it's... Oh.
It was a dream to unite.
We have narration.
A dream envisioned
Backstory.
by a young lord named Ieyasu
Very
Tokugawa.
James Earl Jonesy.
After losing in battle to the forces of Lord Hideyoshi, Ieyasu was forced to resign his efforts to unify the
Kinda sucks there wasn't any subtitles on the cutscenes.
Hideyoshi had taken control of the country.
That was really that must really blow for the people who are watching this. All 10 of you.
I think it's mainly the pre-rendered cutscenes that don't have subtitles.
Yeah.
I believe the dialogues at other times might have it.
Well, yeah, I know, because it's like, we're talking, and it's like, giving orders and shit.
Mitsunari Ishida, a subordinate of Hideyoshi, was enraged by his
Enraged?
defeat.
That's a pretty common thing for him.
Yes.
Oh yeah, so now we're going to... We're mad at each other. Time to destroy the entire world, the entire nation. You know,
Ieyasu's not quite mad, I guess.
I know. He's
I guess he just has a...
He's mostly mildly indifferent.
Known as the Saika faction.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the guys with guns.
Tell me, are the men ready for action?
Yes, we await your command, my lord.
Very good. We are going to ally ourselves with the Saika faction. Those who wage war at their side know only victory.
Yeah, maybe it's because they have
They say
guns.
the Saika faction never align with any.
That's usually a good thing to have.
But then again, Nobunaga had
True.
guns too,
Our
and
task will not be a simple one. That is why
And
I
he's
have
dead.
summoned you,
yeah,
Tadakatsu.
he's kind of dead.
I'm at your service.
Dot dot dot.
Our path has been a rocky
Yeah,
one.
Tadakatsu only
We
speaks
crossed
in
the miles
punctuation.
unbroken.
He doesn't need to say
Never
anything
will we
else.
know defeat. I swear it. Mitsunari, surely I'm not alone in feeling
He's the very
so
first
involved.
Gundam. He doesn't need to say anything.
Alright, this is our mission screen. Going to equip just to show off we have nothing.
Yeah, if
A fresh shade.
again,
Save.
if you're familiar with any Musou type game, you know it's like you start out with the shit equipment, and you probably will get new stuff
Yeah.
later.
Got just this measly 52 and no accessories.
Yeah.
So nothing else to do, just go straight into battle. Let's look at the map
Just
though.
gotta do
Those are all the territories. And only one option to play
going
for right now.
going right for Saika.
Yep, as we play.
Yeah, anyone familiar with the never
Let
mind.
us be off before Mitsunari manages to forge a pact with the Saika first.
Yes, my lord. As you command.
Dot dot dot. Well, like I was saying, anyone actually familiar with a little bit of Japanese history knows that Maguichi Saika was actually a guy.
It's actually 3 different
Yeah,
people.
and I believe
It's
and
a
the
title,
anime
though,
actually do bring that
isn't
up
she?
that she's actually like only taken the name from her predecessor.
Yeah.
So before you get confused like I did, just there you go.
Yeah. Good. This is, if you didn't catch it, this is a Musou type
I
game.
think I've said that like three.
Controls,
I've said it like 3 times.
control
but
stick,
Whatever.
move around.
Yeah.
You can double
Oh.
tap to run.
I don't know if you're gonna turn around, but I saw a little bit of
Guys
Takashi
showing
there.
off. Press A to attack.
Yeah. Yep.
Hit these blue boxes for money and stuff.
And there's Takatsu. Just kind of there.
You have a partner.
Right. That's right. You get a part.
Your B
you have a
button
partner
is
general.
for
Yeah.
B button for special attacks. You have a neutral attack and a forward attack.
Yeah. Yep.
And here's this map's mechanics.
Psycho faction likes their traps. So there you go.
And their bird naming scheme.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yes. If you didn't catch that, it's a mine you land on. There's a cage around here. And a special note on how Ieyasu plays, obviously he's a punching character,
charge
but
character.
he's almost entirely
Yeah.
charging attacks. So you just hold down the A button when he flashes when it's fully charged.
Trying to think
Release it.
of other characters like that, but whatever. You didn't come to hear that.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're here in the first place. The loyal like 2 viewers.
Yeah, it's pretty much all of his, all of his arts are
And
chargeable,
this is,
including his neutral
that-
one. You just hold it down. All it does,
and this is
he's ready.
an enemy
use it,
base. You
and he gets stabbed.
load up, claim territory.
Yep.
Camp.
Get this
Yeah,
camp.
it's just a little place. It's
Working on
not
it.
like a clearly defined place like in Dynasty Warriors, but then it explodes. And it's awesome.
Yes, and there's that blue section of the
It
map.
explodes and the game tells you
While
it's
I'm
awesome.
here, everyone's running around. I might as well just beat up everyone that
Yeah.
gets close enough to
And
me.
of course, this is early game with a character. You're pretty much limited to your base combos. You don't got anything fancy.
Yeah. Right now, when it comes to special attacks, all I have is the neutral B and the forward B. And pretty much anybody with the name over their heads is
Yeah,
a
that's-
valid target.
that's your,
Anybody else, you can
that's
just
your
ignore most of the
strong-
time.
Like general type character that you beat up, and usually it'll make your guys' morale. Basara is your magic
Yeah.
meter. It's your
Yeah, you have the yellow health meter, the blue
uh,
Basara meter, and around the portrait, the green
oh yeah
hero
that's right.
time meter.
That's right, hero time.
And we have another mechanic
Yeah.
for this map.
So more traps. Wagtail.
Yes. Triplet lines. Then they throw spears at you,
Where are the spears coming from? Probably sides.
You're confident.
like such.
Good.
That
A
was
man who lacks the
that was
wherewithal
totally
to
Z button.
that was totally
you
just
do
a
dodge.
demonstration, right?
Yeah.
You didn't do that on purpose.
Please,
Yeah.
allow me to
Like that wasn't an
earn
accident,
this
right?
Yeah.
You're clearly a better player than that.
Yeah, 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 totally. I wouldn't do something like that unless it was on
It's just
purpose.
for the audience. Let's see, this guy didn't even get a name. He just is squad leader.
Yeah, it's usually either an actual name
Yeah.
or squad leader that you'd particularly want to focus on. The named characters would drop boxes like that one right ahead,
Oh yeah.
but squad
that's
leaders is always just money.
Stuff for after mission.
Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
what they are until the end.
There's no point.
Oh
No,
yeah,
it's
of
totally
course,
on
yeah,
purpose.
You just got to mash your way out. Because I don't.
Yep.
I don't remember ever being in there long enough to if anything happens. Or does nothing happen, they just shoot at you.
I don't know, as far as I know, I think it's just nothing you can do except for beat your way
Oh,
out.
I didn't know if like something fell on you later or the box exploded or something. Oh yeah, and by the way, like
Waggle the Wiimote, then you do the special combo.
waggle for waggle for magic.
Pretty much the only control you have over it is just
Yeah.
how you're moving around,
Okay, it's not
but
magic,
often
it's,
that's kind of slow.
No, it's just your special.
We will show you our skills, but we'll
Yeah, it's just
Get
special.
my terms mixed up. Too much Hyrule Warriors. Oh yeah,
And what I did just
yeah.
there was a
Yeah, I do
parry.
that sometimes.
The Z button is what you use for guard. If you hold it down and then press the
Yeah.
direction, you dodge. But if you press it at the right time when someone attacks you, that is a parry. And it often disrupts their attacks, even if they make an
I am pretty sure I was
Basara
never
attack.
that good.
I've been hospitable enough. How
I didn't even know there were parries.
His luck will last.
And
Oh, yeah.
get enough KOs, your green meter goes up, and then you
Yeah,
press minus for hero
Just go
time.
into magic mode.
And then juggle
Slow
people.
down. You're more stronger, more powerful, and more. You can't like cancel it out into a big attack. It's just
Yep.
you get more attack.
And
Oh, yeah,
here's the final
cannons.
mechanic on this map.
Skylark.
Yeah, it's just a tower flinging grenades around.
They attack with many styles. Yet
I'm
every
trying to
blow
parry this guy, but I'm sucking at it.
Outstanding. You're already parrying bullets. And it's only 15 minutes in. Oh boy.
What a wicked assault.
Yeah, this is filled with almost nothing but beating up people. Something I figured to fill in time is talking about history and such. So, this is Sengoku Basara. It's named after the Sengoku period in Japan. It is the time of
Oh, I see.
1478
You're
to
prepared with Wikipedia.
1605, approximately.
Oh man. Meanwhile, I'm here.
I have notes.
Meanwhile, I'm here just
It's
twiddling
127 years.
twiddling my thumbs around. I don't know how crude I should be in this.
Yeah.
All I can say is that you're probably very familiar with the term Sengoku if you watch Kamen Rider Gaim. Which, as far as I'm aware, if this is going up on something awful, you probably have.
This time period's it's probably. Yeah, the Sengoku period is also sometimes referred to as the Warring States period. Yeah, during this time there were emperors around. They still technically ruled, quote-unquote, Japan at the time, but they were mostly
Did you know the current emperor
figureheads.
of Japan apparently is a marine biologist?
Jotaro's the emperor of Japan?
So no. Something funny I heard yesterday.
Anyway, it's kind of amusing. Yeah. But still, during this time, it was the shoguns that were mainly governing the power. But at the time, the
one guy
Ashikaga shogunate was kind of waning.
He was talking about Oda Nobunaga, and also secrets.
Yeah. By the way, I found a secret route.
And it just tells you, hey, secrets.
What? How on
I don't know,
earth
it was
did they
kind of just a
discover
path right there over
Yes.
the ledge.
There was sort of a hint of something a bit far back. There were those guys standing with shields, but can't really get far going through that path. You'll find it, but you wouldn't be able to reach this camp.
Also,
squad captain over here.
May my fists unite all.
Everyone drops money.
Pick up the hammer, and then everyone drops money.
I actually don't remember using a whole lot of money when I played this. It was mostly,
nice.
I got a weapon. Awesome. I forget if the...
Nice try, but
Yeah.
I saw you coming.
It is a blessing to have eyes so keen.
I guess this is something I kind of miss in Hyrule Warriors today,
yes.
because, you know, Link doesn't talk, so no one talks. So, by the way, horse.
Yeah.
By the way, horse.
By the way, horse riding.
By the way, also.
Press
By the
C
way,
to jump
also
on.
horse combos.
Press A to wail on everyone around you.
If we're talking about JoJo's horse combos.
Yes.
Here I come, Ieyasu Tokugawa of the East.
And the horse is apparently
That's
too
actually
fast
pretty
for the
awesome.
mines to really matter
I
for them.
remember that. All I remember is the spoiler. No,
If you're gonna try to beat up on the guy.
All I remember is that later level that has horses.
I must not falter.
I suppose I should not spoil that.
Yes.
Understood.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't even remember.
That is
if,
kind of a fun map,
Ieyasu
though.
gets that map, but I'd expect so. Yeah, considering who he teams
They
up with,
probably will.
right? Probably.
It's pretty late on. Yeah.
Fast like the wind.
Yeah.
It comes from experience.
All right.
It's back onto history. During the Warring States period.
Hey, donut.
It's mainly because there were a whole bunch of different regions ruled by daimyo, or the feudal lords,
And that's
pretty
kind
much
of
fighting each other for territory. Yeah. And of those daimyo, there were three in particular that were recognized as the great unifiers of Japan during this time. There was Oda Nobunaga,
Yep.
Toyotomi Hideyoshi,
Guy.
and Tokugawa Ieyasu. This guy. So if history would be any bit of a spoiler, it's that this guy, it would be the one that conquered Japan.
Yeah.
But then again, this is his route. There's hardly any single canonical
There's nothing canonical in
story to
this.
go along with this, so it doesn't really matter that much. even like on a
Right.
single person's route, there's different paths that they can take.
Okay.
Particularly, I would refer to
Right.
this as the red route, because that's just the
Yeah.
color of the arrows. Then there would be like a blue route or a green route. And
Right.
even within a single route,
I
there are
remember that it's
multiple
like
paths that you
because you
can
can
take.
unlock other generals.
that-
So, like I was saying before, it's like the different paths allow you to find different guys and recruit as your generals, and some of them
Yeah,
are
pretty much.
some of them are pretty good. Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, 3 guys with machine guns,
Yes, these are going to be quite a nuisance for a while.
and people with guns are generally a nuisance in,
Yes.
in games like this.
Now, isn't it about time the last trumpet?
Well, now I have full hero time and Basara.
Yes, you can do some really stupid things now if you wanted. Maybe you will.
Have a bad
Maybe
feeling
I will.
about this, but it is only a feeling.
After all,
I think I'm still trying to parry them, but failing.
maybe you should stop.
Meanwhile, Todokatsu's just standing there with his drill spear.
It's just looking fancy. Oh, they even do that, like, the charging up, like, ground swell.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. 1 hit, 2 hit. Shit. Yeah, I was afraid of this. I kind of run into a wall.
And while you're exploring, I'll just beat up this guy over here, then
Yeah.
move on.
Oh,
I'll come
you'll
back
beat
to
up
that.
like 10 other guys along with them, but whatever.
Yeah.
Eh,
So, might as well talk about this guy, Tokugawa Ieyasu.
yes, let's.
Yeah, he's lived from 1543 to 1616.
It is a shame
He
you
was,
never joined
as
the
mentioned, the
Psycho
third
faction.
unifier of Japan during the Sengoku period.
It should be noted.
Something-
It should be noted this is taking place during the 3rd series of the anime, so that kind of makes sense.
It's also the third game in the series.
Well,
so
yeah.
it
Well,
sort of
yeah. 3rd
appropriate.
game, 3rd series.
Yeah.
So kind of all lines up in that sense.
Yeah, there's also an interesting note about him is that he was born with a different name. It's Matsudaira Takechiro, and he was the son of a minor lord in Mikawa.
Interesting. Oh, like, I actually didn't know that. Also,
kind of
also in the
interesting,
previous games, he was like 10 years old and wielded a spear,
yes.
and then he manned up. Like
Yes, he-
a lot.
So going along a secret path, make sure to jump over this
Oh
little
yeah.
gap over here.
Oh yeah. You can jump
So many
too.
times I've fallen through that.
I did a lot
And
too.
over here,
Oh yeah.
you find a special chest
Secret box
and a catapult.
and secret catapult.
And that's a very special one because that's the only way to get to this this camp over here without going through Psycho.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember this now. Because she's literally right behind it. Just literally right behind her.
You can see that little helmet
Yeah.
icon on the map.
Yeah, and that
And we get a special reward.
that means you've taken every camp on the map.
Yes.
Damn it!
Take every camp before you fight Psycho.
Yeah. Well, yeah, before the boss.
It's really special for this one. Almost all the maps have a special reward for getting all the camps, but that's not always the case.
Right. Oh, and there she is.
What is it that you fear the most? Your own death? Or the shame of defeat? Either way, know that there is nothing we fear. Nothing at all! We are the Psycho faction! Prepare to face us if you dare!
So yeah, why bother reloading? Just have more guns.
Yep.
Guns blazing, in fact.
Did you think you could catch us off guard?
So, speaking of which, hero time.
So,
Wait for it to
go
dip
nuts.
downward.
Remember this.
Time to go nuts.
Then
Weakness will only
activate
earn
Basara
you
for a
our
Super Basara.
enmity.
I assure you, you'll see no
Otherwise known
weakness
as
today.
going nuts.
An alliance
And you can
is
see up
what
in the
it
left
means
there,
to
it's
an
her own
enemy.
health and her own
What do
Basara
you see?
gauge.
The glory of
She has a red gauge and a blue
And
gauge.
you see her Basara gauge is way smaller than ours, which means it fills up faster, like it is right now.
Need of your expertise to do so.
So she can just go into hers whenever she wants, like right now.
Is right now.
And of course,
And
she
here I
shoots
am
a lot,
trying to parry her.
I am certain of it.
and the camera just goes nuts. Talikatsu putting up a valiant effort.
Luckily, there are a bunch of red chests around her boss arena.
And if you're only
It's not
like
polite to
entering
glare.
into a Musou type game as Hyrule Warriors, then you'll notice there is no walk-on, which is apparently an actual staple of
We set the
Musou
standard
games,
for the
that there is
battlefield.
not a
Yeah.
walk-on.
Otherwise.
Like, I don't know how I
Punch
put
that
this
wall
out.
over there.
Stop her! Don't let her call out her secret crows!
Yeah, good hustle,
Burning ash
Talikatsu.
and molten tallow. The
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Brace balls.
I didn't see any rice balls, so I saw donuts.
Look how the sheep flock to the slaughter.
Oh, I have a full Basara.
So,
We'll finish this off fancy.
yeah, just clean her up.
You have roused the fire within
Slow mo
us.
punches.
Slow mo
Now
punches.
feel its flames.
And
You beat a boss,
I
you
think
get
I've seen
a
enough
weapon.
heroics for one
oh yeah, that's
day.
right. It's just each boss, new thing. That's right. So anywho,
Ieyasu Tokugawa, we hereby join you in alliance.
man, the way you punched me was so baller. Here, I want to be with
Oh,
you.
French it.
Hear us now! We are the Psycha faction! The red bell
Yeah, I heard you
rings.
last time.
The pact we have made shall be known to all! Let it toll! Let the bell call out across the land!
What?
But it told.
I can't hear anything. Are those my ears ringing or just the bell?
Magoichi,
Oh,
may I ask you a question?
Go on.
It's Mitsunari. I thought he might have...
oh, hi.
Mitsunari! You came to the Psycha, as I did.
None of that matters anymore.
Prepare yourself, Ieyasu. I'm going to kill you here and now! But you, Magoichi Saika, you stay out of this.
You forget this is our land, and you are an intruder. Leave. I shall teach him some manners.
I can't.
Do not mistake my demand for kindness. This is our land, and we'll defend it.
Of course. Next time.
Ieyasu, don't you dare run away! Ieyasu!
He's mad.
Yeah, I'd be too. Same thing happened twice. So there's your stuff,
That's right.
or your hat in the boxes, or it's just,
Open
or
it up.
is the box the stuff is in the hat in the box. Oh
you
right,
get
oh right, that's how it
materials.
works.
And some of them are actual accessories.
Yeah, most of them appear to be mochis. Or, oh yeah,
Yeah, these ones with
Oh,
the
yeah,
blue
that's right.
background are
It's like the-
materials. Ones with the
anything
brown
that's like
ones
a
are
anything that's like
accessories.
a sculpture basically is something you can stick on your weapon.
Yep. And skill rewards for
Hit
getting
streak.
combos, KOs, breaking armor, parries. Being kind of cool.
Just it's stuff. And you probably know the deal by now. Pause if you actually want to read. And
And we get a
the
pretty
spike
cool weapon.
smashers. And makes your powers up your base attack, your basic attacks. Also, you get a crap ton of levels because you just started.
Yes. Already level 10.
Awesome.
At 1.5 times multiplier for playing on normal.
You're
And we get
Yes,
a
you
new
do.
attack.
oh,
You are now
Map
one
to
of
it's
us.
your
A
AB,
and D.
and you got a new general. He'll
Yes.
make it easier to get materials when he's active. And if
Yeah.
he if your general goes down, you just step into the little ring before he goes down for good, and he comes back. And you got a title, which because this is on the Wii, it's not the pseudo achievements.
Yeah, so equivalent of achievements.
I was just noting how the graphics have still holding up pretty well despite being a Wii game.
Yeah, it's alright. Not exactly
As
sure
I
how
suspected,
it compares to
Mitsunari
PS3.
sought the aid of the Psyker, just as we did. We'll need more allies if we're to face him.
What of Hideaki Kobayakawa? True,
Oh my
he
God.
bears the standard of the Western Army, but whispers in
Right.
the shadows tell of a bitter grudge he nurses toward the Dark King.
Hideaki? Really?
There was a time, my lord, when you saw fit to protect him from Hideyoshi's fury. Or would you have stood up for any stranger in such a position?
That's
Did I
funny.
really?
You could hold. That's funny.
did.
Hideaki holding a
And because
grudge.
of it, I'm sure he'll at least entertain your proposal. Let's send our potential ally
We'll
a
see
message.
him much later.
When the
Oh.
time is right,
Doesn't start
I'm
until later.
sure he'll see which way the wind is blowing and join the Eastern Army.
A good plan, I suppose.
And after each map, you see some of these guys fight each other.
Or Nardi and some random schmo.
Yeah, usually you can almost guess which
Yeah.
one's gonna win because some of them are more
Yeah.
significant.
Like,
For
like
example,
yeah,
it's a
if it's a playable character, they're probably gonna win. This,
Also, this
yeah,
is-
it's Mitsunari. Of course he's gonna win. Also, that happens in story anyway. So
I beg your pardon for the delay.
My patience is endless, Magoichi. Oh, I can't say I wasn't worried.
Save your worries. He put me in no more peril than would a wasp buzzing around my face.
I'll bet my sudden departure left him fuming.
yeah. That